Hello. Yay, live.
Afternoon.
Liveness. Afternoon.
Hello.
Wow. The days are just flying by.
What time is it? What year is it? Where are we?
Exactly. It's 4 p.m. and I woke up at about 11 this morning because I spent all night just being attacked by a mosquito.
Yes.
So I didn't sleep for hours.
They're back. I noticed that last night too. The mosquitoes are back. No.
It's directly from one hell into another hell, and there's an overlap. So
yeah, that's the one thing I really can't stand here in the summer or when it starts to get hot. The mosquitoes come out, and they are so annoying. Okay, so guys, if you're watching, please tell us your name and where you are, okay, or where you're from. Okay, you can tell us. So in the meantime, maybe we can introduce ourselves a little bit.
No, go for it.
Cool. So for anyone who's watching, you might know us already. But my name is Lisa. Hello. I am from Ireland. Okay, so I'm from Ireland and I've been living in Italy for 2.5 years. And I work with Jadene here in the MyES, so My English School Maravili in the center of Milan. So thank you so much for joining us. And Jadene, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, okay. So I am Jadene. I have only been living in Milan since October, so that's 6 months. And as you can imagine, it's been an interesting 6 months, very strange. But I am originally from London in England.
Excellent. Yeah, and that's good actually to show the guys. So if you don't know what a mosquito is a zanzara.
Yeah, we started off a little bit topical. So
yeah, but it's true because suddenly since yesterday they're back. They're starting to come back. And yeah, the guys might know, but we don't have them. We don't have them. Like in Ireland, we don't have mosquitoes, so it's very strange for us. Do you have them in London?
We have a few. We do. We have some, but not many. Not many. Okay. Maybe like 20 in the whole country. So
Okay, yeah. So it's a very small problem. So yeah, guys, please say hello. We want you to write to us in the chat. Tell us where you are, and also just tell us what you're doing today. Okay, tell us what you are up to. Okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk with you. So for today, just for this topic, anyway, for this webinar, just to mention, we're going to be talking about describing a band. Okay, describing a band. But we're also going to be talking about music. Okay, about music. So if you like music, if you're a music lover, this is a good webinar for you.
I think in this period of time, people are definitely listening to more music, watching more films. I hope so, anyway, unless you found better ways to fill your time.
Exactly, and even I know some people are watching concerts online. Like I know there was a live Coldplay concert online, things like this. So I know some people are finding different ways. Okay. So yeah, just to mention what will be a little bit of. Okay, so some band vocabulary, so relating to the people in the band and also the instruments. And also we'll be practicing, so we'll be doing a little bit of grammar, practicing the present continuous. Okay, the present continuous. And also using adverbs of manner, okay, because they can be quite tricky. Okay, adverbs of manner. For example, I am playing the guitar well. Or I am running slowly, if that makes sense. Running slowly.
Yeah. I know I definitely run slowly, so
Yeah.
I blame
if I
it
say it running quickly, it
on
sounds
my very
strange.
short legs.
I blame it on my lack of fitness. Okay. So yeah, guys, please say hello to us. We know you're watching, so hey.
Yay! Hey, Sylvia.
Sylvia is one of our students. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome back to the webinar. Yeah.
Yes. Remember, guys, it's always like it's better for you if you interact. If you have any questions, you can ask us. But also, it's a lot more fun for us when you are talking and giving us answering our questions, etc.
Exactly, because
Hey,
we want to talk with
Luca.
you so we can help you with your English. Hi, Luca, Syracuse. Okay, wow, excellent. Really good. Okay, so now one person says hello, everyone's going to say hello.
So you started a fashion trend, Sylvia. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you, Sylvia. You're helping us. Okay. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Sorry, I went too far.
It's okay, I do it all the time.
Okay. So, Jadene, do you want to read these questions? And we can get the guys to start talking to us about music.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so question number 1, who is your favorite band? Question number 2, what is your favorite instrument? And question number 3, can you play an instrument? So while Lisa and I answer these questions, we'd love to hear your answers too. And I just want to point out one thing, which is that favorite can be spelt 2 different ways. On the screen is the American spelling, but in the UK, and I'm assuming also in Ireland, then we spell it with
a U.
Another U. Yeah. So you can choose either spelling because you're learning English, so you can choose which English you like.
Yeah, both are correct. So sometimes it looks strange because in the lessons we use both. We use both spelling. Okay, it just means that this was written by an American teacher.
So Lisa, who is your favorite band?
Oh God, I should have prepared for this lesson.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
I don't know. I find it very hard to choose a favorite. Like I like old music.
Ooh, okay. What do you mean old music?
So it depends because it can be different. Like, so if we talk about like Stevie Nicks, like people like that,
oh, okay,
or also maybe like I love John Bon Jovi.
Oh, I love John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, so it's
okay.
kind of like a random combination of things because I love like some 90s music. I also love some like music from the 80s. Complete mix. I don't know, at random. So I'm not I would say like I don't know anything about modern current music really. So more
Not
like
yet.
old-fashioned bands. Do you have a favorite band or favorites?
No. Yeah, I don't know anyone who has a favorite band.
Yeah.
And also band is quite difficult because I probably I like a lot of singers or lots of artists. We can use the word singer or artist if it's just one person. But a band is like a group of people. I did when I was younger really like Gorillas. I don't know if you remember them. I don't know. I don't know if they still make music. They're not even that old, but I've not heard anything from them for a long time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I'm so Irish. I love you too as well. Like I'm just so easily influenced.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, tell us. So maybe you have, and even if you have a specific type of music that you like, maybe you don't have a specific favorite band. Because it's always, like I say to people when we talk about films, I think it's very hard to pick one of anything.
Yeah.
Like you have your favorites or your favorite type, because it really depends. It depends.
Yeah, I think so. It depends on your mood, so how you're feeling at the moment, and also where you are in your life. Maybe your favorite band is Radiohead, who tend to play quite sad music, but maybe you're having a really fun summer, so you're not listening to them so much.
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
but yeah, so we can call
And
the
yeah.
type of these things a genre. And I just also wanted to say, both Lisa and I use this phrase "depends on," which I hear
Mm-hmm.
a lot of language learners using, but sometimes they don't get the preposition on correct. So when we say all the time, something depends on something else.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, it's a very common mistake, even at a much higher level. So prepositions can be very tricky. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, let us know. And if you play an instrument, so I don't know, like if you have a preference. Jadene, do you play any instruments? Any musical instruments?
Not really. When I was younger, I did take harmonica lessons. These are the
Wow.
only which was fun actually. But I am quite lazy and unmotivated, and I didn't really continue. But I wish I
Yeah,
did. It's a nice instrument. It's very small. You can just carry it with you.
that's really cool. Nice. Yeah, I took, well, not for a long time. I took piano lessons, but I stopped completely. I found it too difficult.
Really.
I honestly don't think I have like natural musical talent.
Neither do I. Or maybe when I was younger, I looked like I was going to be good. I seemed like I would be good at many things, and then it just didn't continue. But
Exactly.
there's always time to learn. I am a
Exactly.
believer that you can learn anything if you want to enough.
Exactly. Really good, Sylvia. So my favorite band, so this is quite funny. My favorite band are Queen. Okay, so we can just say Queen because I know in Italian sometimes you use the article beforehand, but we just say our Queen because here, the Queen, we're talking about Elizabeth. Okay, because she is the Queen, so we give her an article.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's special. It's great.
exactly.
Sorry, there might be a delay between when we get your comments as well, as I'm sure you know if this is your not your first webinar, but we're starting to see them now. So, Sylvia, again, I have many favorite instruments. I like all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of music and instruments. So just one thing, other than I have, if we're talking about something generally, we always use the plural. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
like all kinds of music and instruments because we're talking not just about one specific type or one specific instrument, but all of them.
Yeah,
And she plays violin and piano. Beautiful. Really
excellent.
nice.
I love the violin. I think it's such a beautiful instrument. Okay, and I love, yeah, it is quite funny to think of the Queen as a band. Uh, okay, and we also have, so Patry, I think. So I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Or Patry. My favorite bands, so two. Okay, Beatles. So actually, it's funny. The Beatles, we have a the in the Beatles. It just depends on the name. Okay, it depends on the name as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, because the name of the band is the Beatles, but the name of Queen
Exactly.
is Queen.
Just
So it's their
confusing.
choice.
Exactly. Beatles and Negramaro. Do you know who this is? Because I don't.
No. No, I don't. What genre is it, Badger?
Yeah. Wow, very cool. Excellent. And Sylvia, I imagine if you play the violin, you've had to work very, very hard at that because it's probably one of the most difficult instruments. Okay.
I'm actually just I'm just Googling Negramaro. I'm curious.
Okay. Excellent. And anyone else, if you want to share with us, so your favorite bands, favorite types of music, and instruments.
Yes, they're an Italian pop band. For your info, Lisa.
That's probably why I don't know them. Very cool. Okay, so guys, you can keep your answers coming in. If you're still writing, it might just take us a little bit of time to get. But in the meantime, yes. Okay, that's a good point. So in this case, we're being specific. So we can say the violin is a very difficult instrument. Okay, so yeah, just like that. It is a very difficult instrument. Yeah, completely. I agree. Okay, so from this, we want to take a look at the different vocabulary for bands. Okay, so we just want to match them to the pictures.
Yes, so we have a couple of different band members, and Patri says Negramano is an Italian group. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. That's why we don't know them. Okay, so basically, guys, just tell us. Oh, that was really fast. Tell us which ones are which. Sylvia's on it today. She's had more coffee than I have.
Honestly, I think I just blinked and it appeared.
Amazing. Okay, fantastic. So, right. This finger first. So we have A is, like Sylvia said, drummer. B, guitarist. C, pianist. Okay, so it's difficult to pronounce, I think. Pianist.
Yeah.
And singer. What other band members can we have? Can anyone tell us? So what band members are missing? So we have more than just these ones.
It's true.
Yeah, so who else could we have in a band? So these are just a few. What other band members?
Happens every time. There we go.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so we have drummer, guitarist, pianist. Oh, wow, excellent.
Fantastic. So this is possibly my favorite instrument. So a saxophonist, which is again quite a difficult word. A saxophonist plays the saxophone. And don't forget, guys, that the PH sound in English sounds a lot like an F. So a saxophonist.
Exactly. So we have a few more. So if you can think of any others, please let us know.
Yeah. I like that. So probably you'd hear saxophonists in jazz music. I'm not sure really where else you would hear maybe some blues.
Maybe in so if you're in an orchestra, you might have every type of instrument.
That's true. So maybe this is where Sylvia's getting it from. We also have a cellist.
Yeah.
So
well, Sylvia,
the cellist.
I don't know if you know Sylvia yet, but Sylvia actually works. Sylvia works with the actual, like, the theater in Milan.
Oh,
so
amazing.
She knows everything about music.
Oh, probably then, Sylvia, actually, you're about to teach me some instruments.
I'm gonna go through all of them now.
Yes. Okay. So we have. But here's the point. So we have a horn player, We also have a bass player, but you can call someone who plays the bass a bassist.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can say either. Like you can say guitar player or guitarist.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so those are great. Those are like I think we could go on all day because there are so many instruments. But yeah, they're really good examples.
Cool.
But yeah, okay. So because Sylvia can use this one as her example. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, Sylvia
Well,
needs a different favorite band. I'm sorry, you can no
yeah,
longer have Queen.
she can choose another. She can choose another. I love the fact that it's The Simpsons as well. So what we want you guys to do, so to describe your favorite band, okay? So just to practice descriptions, okay? To practice descriptions. So you can talk about what instruments they play, so the different instruments, the type of music or the genre, as we said, okay? So this is an example which you can base on to write to us a description. Yes, exactly. It's Freddie.
Freddie. Freddie.
Freddie Mercury. Excellent. Jadene, do you want to read the example?
Sure. So the example is my favorite band is Queen. There's a singer, 2 guitarists, and a drummer. There isn't a pianist, and there aren't any dancers. They play rock music, and my favorite song is Radio Gaga. Just thought I'd finish it.
Nice. That's good.
So don't forget, guys, the difference between there is and there are, and there isn't and there aren't. We use is for singular, and are for plural.
Exactly. Okay, excellent. So I'm just going to put that up on the screen. So just use this as a guide, guys. Okay, use it as a guide to write your own description. Okay, it doesn't have to be as long. Okay, it can just be short. But just what you can think of to describe.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so maybe we can give some other examples as well.
I was going to say, why don't you tell me about Bon Jovi, if you know? Because is Bon Jovi just one person or a band? It's a band, right?
It's a band, yeah, it's a band. John Bon Jovi is the lead singer, but it's a band.
Yeah, with his little cowboy boots.
Yeah, like, actually, because if I go into, I don't know them that well in terms of the actual band itself. I just like the music.
No one knows them. You only know Bon Jovi.
Exactly. What I can do is to describe my uncle's band. So my uncle has a band.
Okay.
So I can use that. So my uncle's band is called Indian. Okay, Indian.
Okay.
So yeah, so they sometimes they have a big group, but the for the most part there are 5 of them. So there are 5 of them. So there's a lead singer. Okay, a lead singer. Called Joe. He's brilliant. And there are 2 guitarists. Okay, 2 guitarists, a bass player, a drummer. So a guitarist, a bass player, a drummer, and then my uncle plays the.
Hi,
so
Olga.
not the. Hi, Olga. He doesn't play the piano, but he plays usually the keyboards. So because they're very 80s type band. So they use keyboard instead. Yeah, so but there isn't. I'm trying to think. There definitely aren't any dancers. Okay, I can say that for a fact. They're not that type of band. But they're probably something they don't have. There isn't a saxophonist. Definitely not. Trying to think of other things. And they play, I guess, kind of like rock music, but maybe indie music a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about them.
That's nice. So in the meantime, Sylvia's told us that her favorite song is Bohemian Rhapsody. Great song. Great song.
Mhm.
And Olga has joined us. Hi.
Excellent. Fantastic. Olga's jumping around the levels today. It's great. She was in my 6 to 7 earlier.
Yeah, I've met Olga before. She's very fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite band is also The Police. So there's a singer, a guitarist, a drummer, and a bassist. They play rock and pop music. Yeah, The Police are good. And so here
Really
we can
good.
use the article the because the band is called The Police. The band is called The Police, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. The Police. Yeah, they're The Police. Excellent. And that's really good as well, the vocab you put. So the lead singer is the main singer of the band. Because, yeah, in my uncle's band, they have lead singers and then backing singers, like you have there.
Yeah.
So they're the people
kind
who
of
support.
like now. There's now, Lisa, you're the lead singer of our 2-person band. Just here to back you up. Here to be the backing singer.
I was depending on you.
No, I'm here to support. I'm here to support.
Excellent. So Patrick has given us a really good example as well.
Okay, so my favorite band is...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's the lag. It's the lag. My favorite band is Negramaro. There is a singer called Giuliano. There's a guitarist and there's one bass player. My favorite singer is... my favorite song is The Rain Falls. Okay, lovely. So don't forget, the singer is the person who sings, and the song is the whole finished music piece, which is usually about 3 minutes.
Exactly. Really nice. And just that might just be a typo, but just remember theirs. So is like this. So sorry. I just cut across you there. So theirs like this. There is theirs. Perfect. Okay. And then yes. Okay. So past tense. They played.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
We could say only Sting. Sting is the only one left as well. Remains. We would probably say he's the only one. Okay, it still makes sense.
Yeah.
Really good. Excellent.
Nice, guys.
So, if you want to keep your descriptions coming, you can enter. But move on just to a bit of the present continuous. Okay, and when we use it.
Ooh, exciting.
It's funny because I've done this focus with Sylvia in school, and now we're doing it on a webinar. It's very funny.
Ooh, all the experiences.
So, yeah. So when do we use the present continuous? Okay, so can anyone tell us? So we'll give you a minute to tell us, if you can remember, when do we use the present continuous? So we have different uses of it as well. So any of those that you can think of. Okay, we'll give them a second. What type of music do you think this girl plays in the photo?
I would say she plays country music. If she doesn't, I would be very surprised. She's got the cowboy hat. She's got an acoustic guitar. So don't forget, guys, the difference between an acoustic instrument and an electric instrument. An electric instrument needs a speaker to be played. An acoustic is like the guitar in the picture, so natural. And she also has on like a checked shirt, which is also very typical of country music like outfits.
I know, yeah, it's very cliche. It reminds me of like early Taylor Swift.
I was just thinking of Taylor Swift.
Very good. Excellent, Sylvia.
Wonderful. So she says, we use the present continuous now at this moment. For example, we are teaching, you are learning, or in the future when it's planned. Really, really well done.
Really good. Fantastic. So based on that, so we have A, B, or C. So we have for actions happen. Okay, actions that usually happen. For past actions or actions happening now. In this case, we can say C. Okay, C. So our example here is she's playing. Okay, she is playing the guitar.
Okay.
Okay, so then looking at this is a photo. So we're going to look at some different musicians. Exactly, Sylvia. Perfect. It was C. Look at some musicians and we're going to describe what they're doing. Okay, so what they're wearing and what they're doing. Okay. Do you want to read this as an example, Jadene?
Yes, I just want to quickly make a point for Olga. So Olga said something happened now or doing now, but it's funny. So doing now we can say, but because it's happening now, we can actually use the present continuous. So something happening now instead of happen.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
then she's also given us the question form or structure of when we use the present continuous.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So are
this
you
is for the questions, Olga.
playing? Exactly. Are you playing? Perfect. Really good. Exactly.
Okay.
So that's perfect, Sylvia. So we have here, so what is he wearing? What is he doing? So he's wearing a hat and he's playing the guitar. Exactly. So this one is just an example, but what we'll do is it looking at others. So here's my favorite. I made this.
You are so fangirl.
So, guys, describe for us what are they doing and what are they wearing? So to practice
an outfit.
your Oh god, yeah. What an expression.
Yeah. Real good action shot.
So use these. You can describe their clothes. Also, what are they doing? Okay, what are they doing? So to make any sentences, so to practice using the present continuous. Okay, so Patrick, I think that relates to the last.
Maybe. Yeah, so we can say he was it the last one of the singer though?
Yeah, so it's from the example. The example, yeah.
Okay, so we say she is wearing a hat, Patrick, because don't forget he for men. Maybe it was a typo, but she for
so
women.
It's
was
this
it the last
one. So if I show you, this one was a man. This one. It's the example.
Sorry. We moved on and I was lost.
Yeah,
Perfect,
no, don't worry.
Patrick.
Brilliant. Okay, so we have some. Okay, so there. Okay, perfect. So just this one, Sylvia, we might rephrase it a little bit. So they are wearing, okay. So in this case, we could say they are wearing jackets. Okay, they are wearing jackets because if we use they are wearing jackets, plural. But if we want to be specific, they are wearing, I would use probably he is wearing a red jacket and he is wearing a black jacket if we want to be more specific. Would you agree with that, Jadene? We'd have to, if we want to describe it, we need to be individual when it's different.
Yes. So don't forget that when we use adjectives, we put them before the noun. So we would say a red jacket or a black jacket. And because there are two of them, like Lisa said, you have to separate the jackets, because if you say they are wearing red and black jackets, it sounds like the jacket is maybe red and black, or half red and half black. Like so Lisa, I think, is wearing a black and white top. Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, if we need to describe one thing differently, we need to describe them individually. So it's a little bit confusing in this way. Okay. And yeah, again, yeah, it's confusing because only one of them is playing the guitar. So only one of them is playing the guitar. So we can say he is playing the guitar and, for example, Bon Jovi is singing. Okay. And then, so some of you have, a couple of you said this, they're doing. We would usually say performing. Wouldn't we say performing a concert?
Yeah, performing or maybe giving a concert, I would say. I don't know if that's correct. But so they're giving a concert or they're having?
To give a concert. Yeah, to give a concert, I
yeah.
suppose, because to have a concert is more to host it, I guess, whereas they're giving the performers. Yeah, to give
or
or
maybe
to
you would
perform.
just say as well, you could also just say they are performing, which is enough, because a performance is like a concert or a theatre play. So if someone is doing one of these actions, you can just say they are performing.
Exactly. Yeah, so we'd say this. Okay. Really good, though. That's excellent. Okay,
yeah,
and
well
then
done, guys.
This one. So this is individual. Okay, it's individual. So try and make a sentence about this. Okay, so it can be anything. Perfect. Exactly.
Is that Miley Cyrus?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we have the rights to show Miley Cyrus in the lesson.
No, it does look like her if you get really close to the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, the guitarist is wearing a black jacket. Perfect. And
excellent.
So the man with the black jacket, because remember we're being specific now, so we can use an article. He's playing the guitar. The man with the red jacket, Bon Jovi, is singing. Oh yeah,
Perfect.
so you've corrected yourself. Yeah, because it's just singular. Well done.
Typo. Excellent. Yeah, exactly. So that's really good. So guys, you can, when you want to describe something specific, you can relate to that one. I know it's confusing because he says to use they, even though they're both doing different things.
It's to trick you. But great again, Sylvia. So she is wearing a pink dress. She's playing piano.
Actually, it could be Miley Cyrus. I think you're right.
It does look like Miley Cyrus, doesn't it?
Properly. I never realized that. Perfect. Okay, really, really good. And then another one, if you want to try and make a different sentence.
I used to love
Very nice. Okay, adding some adjectives. Yeah.
Oh, how nice. Okay, she is wearing a beautiful white dress. Fantastic. And then, so Sylvia has said she don't wearing shoes.
Okay.
But would you like to?
Yeah, sure. So remember, so don't, so we use, so I don't like, okay? I don't work, okay? When we're speaking in general, we use do for the negative. But when it comes to the present continuous, we use so we remember we use our auxiliary we use to be, okay? So to be, so she is not, or she isn't wearing, okay? She's not wearing shoes, okay? So we can just say this for she is. So she is not wearing shoes, or she isn't wearing shoes. So remember, when we're using to be, we don't use do, okay, for the negative.
No problem. And also, yeah, so just a point, because I wrote it one way and Lisa said it a different way. We can, when we have she's not or he's not, we can either say she's not or she isn't. You can choose which way you want to make a contraction.
Exactly. Exactly. Really good. Yeah, don't worry, Sylvia. It's a really common mistake, and it just takes a lot of practice. Sylvia's having flashbacks to me telling her this recently.
No.
Excellent. Okay, really, really good. So we might move on from this, understand it.
Yeah.
Ahead a little bit. Okay, so some adverbs. Okay, some adverbs of manner. So here we want to match the opposites.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a look at these and match the opposites, okay? So what we have are, so we have on one side, angrily, badly, loudly, and fast. Okay, and Jadene, do you want to read the other side?
Sure. So we have slowly, quietly, well, and happily.
Excellent. So guys, take a look at these and try and match the opposites. And if you're not sure what any of them mean, please let us know. And really good, Sylvia. That's a great example. So she's wearing a yellow top and she is singing with a microphone. Perfect.
But yes, while we wait for your answers, and I'm sure probably a lot of you already know, but we use adverbs if we want to explain an. Wow, Sylvia is so fast. If we want to modify an adjective or a verb to give more information about it, and usually you can spot or you can see an adverb because they end in ly. Not always, because we have two examples, so fast and well, but most of the time they end in ly. So it's a nice way to easily tell. And Olga says she isn't wearing a scarf or a dress.
Exactly. Okay. Really good. Okay, excellent. Okay. So perfect. So I think most of you got the first one. So the opposite to angrily, happily. And also another one I would say, sorry.
The screen has gone a
it's
little
okay.
bit. Oh, it's fine. No, it's okay.
It's fixed.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So another one I would say opposite is calmly. Calmly as well.
Yeah. Yeah, calmly.
Because if we say angrily with anger, but if you do something calmly, you're doing it calm, relaxed as well. Okay, so that's just another one we use. Badly, very good. So if you do something badly, the opposite is well. Excellent. Okay, and then loudly. Has anyone answered us with loudly?
I think Sylvia did earlier. So she said loudly and quietly.
Exactly. So if something is loud, okay, it's very high. So high volume. Okay, high volume. So if I shout loudly, I'm shouting at very high volume. Okay, so loudly. Playing music loudly, for example. And then the last one, so fast and slowly.
Yes. So if we don't want to say fast, we can also use the word quickly. So it means the same thing, but you cannot say fastly. This is not a word. People will know what you mean.
Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes I think people find it easier to use quickly because it ends in the ly, so you don't make that mistake.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Fast. So yeah, that's a really good tip. Cool. Excellent. So just as an example, he's okay to describe, or she's singing loudly. Okay, here we have Avril Lavigne for just a throwback. So can we think of in this case, can we make a sentence to describe what she is doing? Okay, so to describe how she is doing it. Okay, and it can just be as an
trying
example.
to use the adverbs.
And you can just imagine. Okay, I know we can't hear her, but we can just imagine.
That flash, that is really we could say a blast from the past. So I wasn't expecting to see Avril Lavigne today.
Oh. I know, it's funny.
Lovely. She's playing guitar happily. Yes.
Excellent, exactly.
I think so. Although I think you probably, for the first question, can't use any of the adverbs of manner. So don't worry about trying to put one of them in there.
She's
really offensive.
She's wearing her clothes well. I don't know. It's
complimentary.
Sometimes people say that, don't they? They're like, "Oh, you're wearing that really well," but it sounds strange. It's not something we'd naturally say.
No, I agree. But what is she doing? We can use one, and how is she playing?
Exactly. Okay,
so
and
let us know.
So yeah, and you can just use these as examples as well. Okay, and also just another one. So you can, I love this one. You can try and make a sentence about this one either. Look at its face.
Oh, great! I've gone ahead because I have I've got the slides up myself. And slide 15, I think, is one we have to see before this is over.
Maybe we'll end on that one. We'll end on slide 15.
It's really such an unusual photo. I don't understand. Where has this been taken? Okay, so can anyone tell us what's happening in this photo with the little cat and the piano? I don't personally like cats, but this one is quite cute. I'll be honest, it's a very sweet looking cat.
So guys, sorry if it's taking a little while for your responses to come in. Sometimes they're a bit slow, depending on your internet. They take a while to reach us.
Okay, so we see Patri for the last picture. She's playing the guitar very well. I like that. So
excellent,
giving us even more information. How well? Very well. And Sylvia is playing piano badly.
Yeah, we can imagine that a cat is not playing the piano very well. Okay, and then before we finish, is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah. No, and I mean it, where it says, "What is he doing? I'm honestly curious. So please tell me, because I do not understand how this picture has come about." Whoa, Sylvia's given us even more information. So it isn't playing piano, it's walking on the piano slowly. Excellent. Really, really lovely.
Really
and great use of the preposition on as well. Exactly. So it's walking on the piano. Well done.
Exactly. Really good. And then just, we're almost
Lisa.
Oh, fantastic. Disconnected for a second. I'm back.
I was like, no, we've got 10 seconds.
Just cut it off. That was it.
Bye. Yes, okay. So he's playing 2 instruments at the same time. Yes, a guitar and a harmonica, which is what I used to play for anyone who was listening earlier.
I don't know why it's disconnecting, guys. Sorry. I think that's a sign we have to finish up.
Maybe someone else trying to get onto the stream. Okay. But thank you so much, everyone, for being so interactive, especially Patri and Sylvia. Really great. And Olga as well. Thank you. And Luca earlier.
Thanks so much, guys.
And perfect. This is what I was looking for, Sylvia. He's playing sadly.
Excellent.
No. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much. Just completely disconnected.